Did the beloved Godzilla Junior from the Heisei series return? In just over 16 minutes of screen time, Gemstone Godzilla sparked debate about his identity. Is this the same Godzilla Junior fans came to love in the Heisei series? Junior ended up mutating further, thus becoming one of the strongest Godzillas in the franchise? Although there is a debate, I do believe Godzilla Junior has returned. Here's why. But first, some context. What is and who is Gemstone Godzilla? The Gemstone project began as a talent search initiative co-sponsored by Toho and Alphabot, aimed at discovering new creative talent. This project has produced several notable shorts, including Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex and Godzilla vs. Megalon. These shorts have incorporated a mix of CGI and live-action elements, creating a unique visual style that pays homage to past Godzilla films while introducing new story elements. The main question is, why do so many fans like myself believe Gemstone Godzilla is Godzilla Junior? The first tell sign is introducing one of the shorts with a recreation of the very last scene in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. By the way, I know how pretentious I sound when I say Destroyer, but trust me, the fans will line up in the comment section in protest if I pronounced it any other way. It's not just the similar imagery, but the narration that goes with it. Which leads me to one of the biggest pieces of evidence, which is the return of Mumi Odaka, who narrates the short. And to quote her, "Once there was a fierce battle, and a quarter of a century has passed since you disappeared. People forgot, but thought it was fine because it has been peaceful. But here they come." In other words, we see the main star of the entire series reprise her role and reference the events of the last appearance of Godzilla vs. Destroyer, even mentioning a final battle. The connections to the original series do not end there. In the Heisei series, we learn Godzilla Junior has a strong connection with humans, and throughout the Gemstone Godzilla shorts, we don't see Godzilla attack the military once. This is a sharp contrast from Junior's father, who had no problem attacking humans. This behavior aligns with Junior's established character traits from the Heisei era, further supporting the theory that Gemstone Godzilla is indeed Junior. In order for Gemstone Godzilla to be Junior, there would have had to be a quite drastic physical appearance change. But Heisei Godzilla has already done this before. Look at the jarring difference between how he appeared in Godzilla 84, also known as Godzilla 1985, to Godzilla vs. Biollante. The transformation was significant, yet canon. In 1984, Godzilla's fangs were pronounced, and then we look at his next iteration, and his entire teeth alignment have dramatically shifted. His nasal cavity has altered. His dorsal plates become smaller and less jagged. His body also appears slimmer with more defined muscle tones. Even his skin is altered, now appearing slightly smoother, and the color appears a bit lighter and more varied. Let me be clear, this does not mean some do not argue that Junior is not Gemstone Godzilla, and this is a totally original, unique version of Godzilla. Their main argument is simply, Toho has not officially confirmed it is Junior, thus he is not Junior. The next piece of information is that Godzilla and Junior have 4 fingers in the Heisei series, but if you look at Gemstone Godzilla, he now has 5 fingers. As a result, some argue Gemstone Godzilla is not Junior. In my opinion, this is not good enough. Just look at Godzilla 84 and what that version became. He lost his fangs, his teeth radically changed, his eyeball changed, his snout changed, his dorsal plates changed, his height changed. Every aspect of Godzilla changed to the point it looks like a different Godzilla. YouTuber GSTE also makes a valid point when you look at the Godzillasaurus's number of toes and foot structure versus what it became after the exposure to a nuclear weapon. Junior was exposed to massive amounts of radiation. Not only massive amounts, but burning level of radiation. Imagine the toll that would take, not only when it happens, but over time. And we see the massive amounts of scarring on Gemstone Godzilla that implies that he went through a lot. In my opinion, there is way more evidence pointing towards Godzilla Gemstone being Godzilla Junior. So in conclusion, Godzilla Junior has in fact returned.